So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance finds Dulcich out left side.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lance.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Rosa's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They go play action with Burrow. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
42 yards.
And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
They'll try and run it here. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. And Lance now to throw.
he's got his man in stride, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now Lance going to throw.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Nico Collins
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he's got his big tight end here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
12, 12. Gotta go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
11 MT.
And Burrow going to throw again. And his pass incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
Here's Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Up the middle they go. It's Townsend. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And Burrow going to change the play.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a throw here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Robinson on a give right side. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Powering his way forward.
Down the right sideline. He may go.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper,
Yeah,
goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments. I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Hurry.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
To throw, it's Lance.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Oh, and for the first time this season, he's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd and a couple.
Burrow going to keep it running right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
McPherson's kick is good.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Flush to his right. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Lance looking to throw.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready?
Now Lance. Here's a screen for Robinson. He's got room to roam.
And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here's Lance. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here comes 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Let's go now.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Lance going to sneak it. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready?
Lance back to throw.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10. Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Throwing, Burrow.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. They still need 1 completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
Here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Set, hut.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
They'll keep it on the ground. Townsend.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
First throw in overtime now for Burrow. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
It's DJ Turner who's got it. He may go.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came